Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to discuss where we are right now, where we are with how the web works right now, and the future of the web, and where opportunities will exist in the cryptocurrency space or investment space, where things are going. So at the making of this video, this is where we are right now. If you look at this market, you will see that we are in the worst of the unemployment. And I believe that you'll be able to reference this video a year from now, 2 years from now, and you will see that this is actually the spike right now. Typically, governments don't report this accurately until later, but this is the unemployment spike right here, and that's where we are right now. This is why we're seeing a liquidity crisis, why altcoins have not performed well, cryptocurrency has not performed well. It's because we're in a liquidity crisis, and this is the exact time of the conditions that we are in. It's when liquidity gets tight, but also the best time to invest is right here. This is the best time to allocate to investments is when the unemployment doesn't spike, slows down. That's where you want to be one of the individuals with a good, decent income, and then you start allocating to investments such as altcoins or stocks or Bitcoin or whatever. That's when you want to start putting your, this is where the dollar becomes valuable. This is where you want to get rid of your dollars and go into assets. So in this video, we're going to discuss how the web works now and where the web is going, and then you're going to see where we believe that business models, startups, seed rounds, where those opportunities will exist based on what the experts believe and where things are going. So basically the web is, we're going to make it pretty simple. You have a user, you're watching YouTube, whatever, and you're communicating with apps, and those apps communicate with other apps. These are all computers that are connected to each other with standardization protocols, and that is how they these devices know how to communicate with each other, is because there's been some kind of agreed standards which they communicate. These servers have memory, they have code, processing, etc. It's basically computers that host the website's memory. So you go to somewhere.com, it's routed to somewhere based on the address, and that's where the people register. They register on a router device, and that says, pets.com is a specific number, and it gets to that specific number address, and it can communicate with that website's servers, that website's computers. And that's how you can see, this is how I'm going to view videos. This is how I'm going to view audio. This is how I'm going to view files. They're stored in those computers. This is the way it works right now. And then that app can send requests in the background to other apps. And they can communicate through APIs, application programmer interfaces, basically just like the language that these computers use to communicate. So this is the way the web it works right now. Where the web is going. You're going to have a user, but the UX is about to change to dealing with agents. And what that means is your computer is now going to decide, you're just going to have like a portal. Users are no longer going to be going to Google. Users are going to just simply have a device, and they're going to say, hey, device, they're going to treat it like another person. And they're going to say, I want this X, Y, and Z. I'm trying to do whatever. And the agent is going to then decipher it like a human would with language, and it's going to communicate with other agents or or applications that are set up for that agent request. So basically, the web is about to change. Our interactions with devices is about to change, and it's going to move to this agentic framework where the computers themselves operate and we just talk to them. We're not even going to, we might have a visual interface. That's one of our investments. One of our seed rounds, we did Alpha Liquid Terminal. They are using a visual interface where they have their own agent, and their agent that they have is kind of like the replacement of the router. The agent itself communicates with routers, to get access to other agents that perform intelligence, and then those can have memory, processing, etc., static memory, right? So, but they exist on servers themselves. They are server. These agents live in computers as well. So there's going to be static servers with some kind of code, memory, files, whatever, that are set up to answer to what the agents request. And then there's going to be agents themselves, which exist on servers. And there's going to be a network of interactions like this, including blockchains. The winners here are going to be blockchain projects that are set up with this framework. This is where we're focusing our efforts. This is where the opportunities are going to be. The thesis being that we're going to move to this agentic framework where computers are looking for information, they're looking for memory, they're looking for processing, and they're communicating with each other kind of like how the web does today with from app to app. Instead, we're moving from app to app, we're moving to agent frameworks. So who's going to be the winners? The winners are going to be those who are set up to answer the call of the agents. There's going to be those who make the agents, which are going to exist like typical servers. Those are trained models. But there's also those businesses that are going to answer the call, the API calls, and to answer the calls of the agents. This is where we're looking next. We're looking here. We want to find those startups that are looking to answer the call of agents. They have the memory set up. They are part of the operating standards that are going to spread and become well known. That is who we're looking at. As well as in the crypto industry, we do believe that stocks and identity and loans and all of those assets are going to be on blockchain, and then agents are going to be communicating with the altcoin market, altcoins, who are set up to answer the call of agents who then can store assets in the ledgers of blockchains. So those are the winners. Those are going to be the winners. And that's what we're looking for as far as the next narrative. This is where it's going to be. This is what we're expecting. Now, keep in mind, the reason I talked about where we are, we're in the height of the difficult period in altcoins, in the difficult period for investments. It's in this liquidity crisis period. So, but after that, after this swing up takes place, this is when the greatest opportunity is going to exist. And that is our operating thesis. Let me know if you guys agree with this, disagree, comment below, but it's pretty simple stuff. This is the way the web is about to change. And this is going to change our lives in many ways, because these agents are not only going to make machines more intelligent and operate and do anything a person can do on a computer, but eventually they're going to step out of a computer with robotics. But that's next, and we'll talk about that when it comes. All right, later, guys.